get it all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the number one candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop that. Tryna lock me, I have to tell her it's not that. Do the he say, she say, getting no delay. Run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my part C straight.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Saquon Barkley. He was steady for him on the ground a week ago, reaching the century mark and adding a score. It's the Giants and the 49ers under the lights on Thursday night.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, they were... Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Giants ready to go now on offense, and under center is the man in possession of a new contract for 2023 and beyond. In his 5th season now, Daniel Jones.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. And this one is incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
You look at this Niner defense.
Against the pass, they've had some issues, ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Here's 3rd and 6. Throwing Jones.
And this will be caught. It's Isaiah Hodgins. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 24 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now Jones. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Niners offense set to go to work, and it's last year's revelation, Brock Purdy, who leads them out in season number 2 from Iowa State.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 19 carries, 72 yards.
Well, obviously, he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
You talk about this Giant defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the number 1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Again, it's Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight, and so far it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This defense for the Giants, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and they will take over 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Jones. He'll buy some time right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. It's just a gain of a couple there on this scramble. And now it's 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Oh, another big wrap up there by the reigning Defensive Player of the Year, who led the league with 18.5 sacks in 2022. Became the 2nd 49er and 10th player ever to win both that and Defensive Rookie of the Year awards during their career.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
That is caught. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And the Niners are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. On the return, Jackson. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 49 yards rushing for him now to this point. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. When the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. And they only to get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brings up 3rd down.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
49ers nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a giant 1st down.
Oh, he's got the full package. He can spin, he can juke, he can make you miss, he can drop his shoulder on you. Some of that elusiveness we saw at Penn State has definitely translated to the NFL game. Saquon Barkley hit the proper buttons and turned him loose.
On 1st down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Back to throw again. And that one complete to Hodgins. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the 1st.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Giants.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 65 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his 1st half. Jones now looking to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Well, you know you don't want to make a mistake in that area, so you make sure you make a smart throw. Throw it out towards the sidelines. If you overshoot your guy, so be it. It's just the incompletion that we saw there.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 4th down now as San Fran's defense is strong in coverage. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punt, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Purdy's throw pulled in by Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Purdy. Able to complete this one to McLeod. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. First target, first catch, and a first down. Purdy looking to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 2.
At the Giants' 44-yard line.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. And this is incomplete. The Niners at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. Purdy sets up to throw again. This caught by Latu, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Purdy bootlegging it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy on 3rd down. Hard throw, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Ty Davis-Price, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the 49ers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play. And boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
Moody good with the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was capped off by the touchdown run from Ty Davis-Price. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Here's Robinson. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They'll go to Barkley again, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here, a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Throwing, Jones. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Barkley inside handoff. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of the yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards that time.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 1. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Niners' 21-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. They'll find Hodgins there complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Here's Jones on 1st down. And a quick throw here that's complete. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the 1st half winds down.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while, but when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. Escapes the defender. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. His throw incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to our Timberrod Studios here in Orlando. We'll take a minute and look ahead at what's to come this weekend in week number 3. We'll start in the early window and begin up in Minneapolis. A tough one for the homestanding Vikings as they'll square off against the LA Chargers. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Carolina Panthers. And lastly, on Monday Night Football, another doubleheader. Philly and Tampa at 7:15, followed by the Super Bowl rematch from a couple of years ago. The Rams and Bengals from Cincinnati. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And a short pickup to about the 25.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Able to avoid him. They'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. Back to throw, Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's up pick up the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. Open man is Jerron Jennings. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Brian Dable reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Winds up a very good call there defensively to challenge that one, as that now will wind up an incomplete pass. It returns it right back to Samuel. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now we'll pause here for an injury, and it's Deebo Samuel. He's the man in question right now who will need some attention. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Purdy will look to throw again here. Over the middle, it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Purdy now to throw. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Jerome Jennings there to make the grab. And the Niners go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That's a nice play.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Here's a give to Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That's Drake Jackson burying him and finishing the play.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Now Jones throwing on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. On the option right, it's Jones. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 14 yards that time, but a first down on the keeper.
First down, New York.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Jones on 1st and 10. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 12-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
They've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Brock Purdy and the offense back out there. The returns on the last drive, pretty good. 7 for 7, touchdown pass. Probably take that, right?
I would say so. I mean, when you're cutting them apart that way, feeling so accurate, so confident going downfield, and then able to culminate by putting it in the end zone, oh, yeah, he's feeling real good right now.
Now he'll try to carry that over to this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. An option give now to Mitchell. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Giants ready to come out now. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. That go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Well, certainly as a fan, you get a little bit nervous when you see him make those kind of throws. But they work on that in practice more than we know. And most of them now know their limits and know what they can get away with. And there's a completion right there.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 85 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw. Jones. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, his 2nd sack of the night. And keep in mind that in this addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Drake Jackson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Purdy. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And bulldozing his way through. And how about that return? Inside the 20-yard line.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sideline.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Jones now on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Nick Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now coming through that time and stopping it for a loss was Drake Jackson. Nice play. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Looking to throw. Jones. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
64 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And a short gain down to about the 33. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Ball at the 33, second and 9. Running left, here's Mitchell.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Purdy.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he is out of bounds here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy, and they needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Mitchell.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense can miss too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And with that, the lead is up to 8. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Jones. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Here comes a big one as this crowd gets up making some noise. It's 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it with Barkley.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's able to get this up past the 40.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now Jones throwing on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8, so logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Back to throw. Jones.
Short throw going to be caught by Waller.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
That is caught.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14.
Jones and Shepard with a connection there for a Giants first down.
Running left, it's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg. Jones. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4. 3rd and 7 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Drake Jackson
in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, here's Mitchell.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Another run, this time McCaffrey.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
Now Purdy. Oh, and that is incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. So now Jones and the Giants down by 5, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
Here's Jones. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Jones to Barkley on the check down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down. Down to the 42, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
That is intercepted. It's Deontay Banks with it.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have a
That's right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3.
Here's Jones to throw.
And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
I think we can figure out why they went for 2 there, right? Up 1, you want to make it a field goal difference if at all possible. They didn't get it. Now they've got to play some defense down the stretch.
Yeah, not much margin for error now for your D. They just have to get it into range.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he returns this to the 22.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Purdy.
A quick throw, but incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts.
Throwing, Purdy. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kayvon Thibodeau.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get the lead up to 4. Gano's kick is good, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Here's 1st and 10.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
So after the penalty, a break. 1st and 5. Purdy to throw.
Now he's forced out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down. Purdy with one final shot here.
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
So for the Giants, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they'll fall to 1-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
shoes and picking the slack now. Spend most of my days thinking if I would ever live inside the background. Now I pull strings, they out to get me another day, another man down. I'm picking my shoes, I'm picking the litter, I'm pushing the limit, I'm picking the slack now. The glitters ain't gold, look around where we roam through. In the land of the broken, it's a lot we was prone to. Quicker sand was engulfing, but intact with my soul. But dispatch, I'm evolving, searching for solitude. But most